Good evening and welcome to Success in the City. My name is Helen Webster and I am with my gorgeous co-host,
Des Flanagan, and the equally gorgeous.
Oh, that's me, Joe.
That's you.
Galvin.
That's you, Joe. Yeah.
Hey, welcome Joe. Welcome Des.
Hello.
First, I've got to say a massive thanks to Des because Sandra's just phoned me to say she's stuck in traffic on Stopgate Lane. So I've literally 3 minutes ago phoned Des and said, jump on, and he did because it was you, Joe.
He's a hero.
Yeah. Only because it was you, Joe.
Oh, thanks, Des.
Wouldn't have done it for anyone else. How are you, Joe?
I'm all right, Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Oh,
Good. Busy,
Love-
busy, busy.
100%. I love it. Boss. Good.
Trying to
Okay,
get-
we're going to shout out to the kids very quickly because that's the first thing that we can do. Then they all go to bed. Any little people, young people you want to shout out to? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, that'll be good.
Give it a bit of time. I am going to shout out to Hannah Walker. So Rachel's little girl, Hannah, fell
Yeah.
over on Friday, fell into the fence in school and split her lip. And ended up having to go to Alderhay, and then they re-split her lip and took all the wood out because there was bits of like wood in her little lip. And anyway, she didn't have any anaesthetic or anything. She was just dead brave. Rachel said she was just like that, yeah. And then she has to have like a little butterfly stitch on her lip. So she's been dead brave. So massive shout out to her.
Yeah.
And she was bouncing all over the place
Well
yesterday.
done, Hannah.
Yeah, so shout out to Hannah for me. Yeah.
Super
Joe,
hard,
who you
Hannah.
shouting out to?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to think about this because obviously I watched the show, so I know that this is a big part. But as you know, Helen and Des, I work with many amazing kids
Yeah.
to even start to be able to pick one. So I'm going to be totally biased. Pick one of my own. So Dan,
Gorgeous
poor
Dan.
Dan. What did you just say? Sorry, Helen, you went funny on me then.
I said Superstar Scarlet and Gorgeous Dan.
Well, they're both amazing, as you know.
Mm.
They're both amazing, as you know. But Dan, you're not going to believe it. So he's in college. He's doing his level 3, his first year of his level 3 business.
Mm.
Wait till you hear what he's up to now. He's doing his travel training. He's getting the bus to college. For anybody who doesn't know him, this is a massive thing. This is a massive thing. And smashing it. And doing driving lessons.
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah.
Oh,
so he's just like brilliant. Like the change in him from like 12 months ago is unbelievable. Like the difference, how competent he is and independent, and he's just being amazing at life. So yeah, I'm super proud of him. Yeah. So there you go. Too many to pick from, so I'm picking my own.
No, he definitely, and we'll talk about it when we speak about, like, you know, why it was set up and everything. We'll speak about, like, you know, Dan's sort of like journey a little. It sounds like cliche, but his journey of, like, you know, in this short space of time, what he's achieved. And, you know, he can go to college, he can have driving lessons, he can get on the bus, all of these sort of things. Oh, that made up. Oh, well done, Dan. That's mega. That's mega. Peter Lloyd's listening and he says, "Hey up, long time no see, Des."
Sorry? I just have, do you know what? I've got this new setup and you get 2 mics with it. And that's just died, that one. So I've had to seamlessly.
You are. Look at you. You're just a tech whiz, Des.
Swap it over. Yeah.
Like a pro now, isn't he? Peter Lloyd says, "Hey up, long time no see, Des."
Oh, great. Who said that?
Peter Lloyd.
Oh, hi, Lloydie. Yeah.
Yeah. So sad.
Gardens by Peter Lloyd.
Gardens by Peter. Award-winning Gardens by Peter.
Award-winning Gardens
Won an
by
award.
Peter Lloyd.
Yeah. Who you shouting out to kids-wise, Des?
I'll give a shout out to me mate's grandson, little Bobby Dwan. Now, he's doing well in school, but he's a sportsman as well. And he's doing great for his football team. Nick has said he's a leading goal scorer. So he's a smashing kid as well, you know. So I'll give a little shout out to Bobby.
Yeah, well done.
Well done, Bobby.
Boss. Love him. Success this week for you personally, something cool that's happened to you. I've got 2 today.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I've done me 2 days in uni and survived because they were really tricky.
Yeah.
So that was massive success, was that I stayed in the lecture for the whole day today. That was a massive success. And then my other one. So Joe messaged me a little WhatsApp and I was in the car. And the car, I've got a new car, Joe.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's the first time I've had a car that does things. And anyway, I pressed the thing and it says, Joe sent a WhatsApp. And it says, do you want to reply? And I went, yeah. And then I said, blah, 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 and whatever I replied. And it said, do you want to send? And I went, yeah. And then it went, so I had a conversation with Joe on WhatsApp by just talking.
These newfangled things.
On WhatsApp?
Yeah. Through me car speaker.
So you can rig that up through your car, can you? WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Is it Android Auto? Or have you got an iPhone?
No, I've got iPhone. CarPlay.
Oh, yes. I've got that, but it's Android, man. But yeah, you can do it too. Yeah, it's clever, isn't it?
Do you want to send them? Do you want to reply? I said yes. And then I thought, why am I talking to? And then it just let me. And then I said, then text Joe. Then Joe texts me and the car reads it out.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I thought you meant a phone call.
No, through WhatsApp.
Even
That would just come through, wouldn't it, on a hands-free, on the hands-free thing.
So I was a little bit fascinated by that. And it also sent Joe what I'd actually said and didn't make any words up. So there you go. Yeah. So that's my little win today, I think.
Well done, Helen.
Thanks. Yeah.
Well
Small
done.
things, you know. What about you, Joe? What's your success this week?
My success this week, well, this week's just taken up with planning. So, yeah, my success this week is keeping on track with my plans, which is always successful. Well,
it is.
No, sorry, I need to change that. Which is always a big achievement if I manage to do it.
100%, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm celebrating.
Oh.
Cheers, Ian.
Yeah.
Well done, you. Cheers, Ian.
So, yeah, that's my my achievement for this week. My success.
That's a massive one. Sticking to your to-do list, 100%. What's yours, Des?
Well, do you know what? You know what? It's the scales. I've been on this carnivore diet since Boxing Day, and over 2 stone now. I've lost.
Yes.
In fact, it's hurtling towards 2.5. So,
that means that possibly you might be out of a job at Christmas.
We've got a pillow. We'll get a pillow.
Well, oh, yeah. That's all right. John always put 2 stone on, so we'll be laughing. Yeah.
I know, Rach.
I feel great as well. It's not just the weight loss; it's everything else. You know.
Oh, well done.
Last night said I was with Rach last night, and she said, "Oh my God, you went Des has lost loads of weight." I was like, "I know."
Oh yeah. Everywhere I'm going, people are noticing it. You know, which is good. Yeah, but I'd say the weight loss is incidental now. It's the overall health. All the inflammation leaves your body and everything. Once you knock all that sugar and the carbs in the head.
Yeah.
Do you feel like clearer?
Yeah. I feel great. Yeah.
And my mum says, well done, Des.
Thanks, Barbara.
Oh.
And Peter Lloyd says, give us a twirl, Des.
I'll come and visit you when I'm in my Speedos in the summer, Lloydie. You might be able to take me photo in one of your gardens, you know.
Yeah. Well done, Des.
No, but it's honest to God, I'm not going to preach about it, but I'd recommend anyone who's probably thinking on the bordering on type 2 diabetes and all that kind of stuff. get on the carnivore diet. You'll reverse all that. You'll lose weight and you'll feel great. You know. So there you go.
Other diets available.
Other diets available. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm already read about it. I don't know why the doctors don't even tell you about this. Well, I do know, but but we won't go into that now. But yeah, get on it. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well done, Des.
I know. I mean, it was hard at first, but I'm well into it now. You know.
Bosh.
And I've no bread, no sweets, no chocolate, and it's not bothering me at all now. You know. But as you say, Joe, feel dead clean. Yeah, it's great.
I suppose once you get past like the sugar thing and that.
Yeah.
This is sugar, isn't it? Sugar just drives us insane, doesn't it?
That's the killer, really. The sugar.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, added sugar into things, isn't it? That's the big one. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's in everything.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, when you start reading up on this stuff. It's,
well done, you.
But yeah, great.
So
that's thank you.
Okay, so my first this or that might not be appropriate. There's pre-carnivore diet. Okay.
Yeah.
This or that. Okay. Joe, this or that. Crisps or popcorn when you're watching a movie?
Oh, crisps. I don't like popcorn.
Oh.
It's horrible. It's like polystyrene.
Des, what about you?
I would have to be popcorn, I think. Yeah.
Popcorn for me. Yeah, sweet
popcorn.
Salty popcorn.
Yeah, and you get loads of it as well, don't you? So it's crisps go. I mean, now you only get a third of the packets full in crisps.
You get about 4 crisps, don't you know?
It takes 3 packets to make one. It takes 3 packets to make one packet.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Pringles, once you pop, you can't stop, is the best thing ever, isn't it? Yeah, 100%.
Pringles, yeah.
Go on, Des, your first this or that.
Well, we'll stay on food for breakfast. Do you rather have porridge or a full English? Go ahead, Joe. What would you rather have?
For me, it's got to be a full English. Helen has tried to convert me to porridge on many occasions.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, it just doesn't quite do it. So, yeah. Sausage and bacon and egg all day.
Yeah.
I think porridge is the food of the gods.
Yeah.
I love porridge.
It's a good breakfast, isn't it? Yeah.
So I'd say porridge, but I couldn't eat a full English like every day. But every now and again, I quite like a full English. But it's once every, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm more of an avo on toast with a bit of broccoli and asparagus and poached eggs and stuff like that. Yeah, that's my. So what about you, Des? Porridge or full English?
Well, now it's bacon and eggs.
Bacon
and eggs now. Yeah.
Perfect.
Do
you have like spinach with it or something like that? Can you have veg as well?
You can, but that makes it the keto diet then.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm just carnivore at the minute. I've had no veg. Yeah, because I read up on this. All your fibers in the meat, because cows they're eating grass all day long, so your fiber creeps into the meat. You know. Helen's not convinced.
I'm not convinced. I'm sorry, but you're doing a great job and you're doing dead well on it.
It's that's why I'm not preaching about it. But this is information I'm getting from doctors. You know, so I'm not just it's not just somebody on Facebook. You know, I'm actually reading up on it. You know, so yeah.
Sound good.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it doesn't seem to be anyway. Yeah. For now. Yeah.
Okay, Joe. Would you rather organise an event or attend a big event?
Oh.
I know. I've only done this because it's topical.
Okay, so organise an event, maybe, I think.
Yeah. You can attend one if you want, because I know it's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, organising it, isn't it? But then sometimes it's tricky to like attend the big events as well, isn't it? Like, you know.
Yeah. Either. I'm happy with either. I'm gonna say, because attending the event is probably less pressure and more enjoyable. So I'm gonna say attend the event.
The event, yeah. I'm attending the event as well. What about you, Des?
I'll definitely attending. The organising's really hard work, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it properly, it's really hard work, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
So attending, yeah.
Cool. Go on, Des, your one.
Which one? The last one. Okay, so you're an actor, yeah. What would you rather be in a big Broadway production on Broadway? Would you like to star in a feature film? Ooh.
I think I'd like to be on Broadway.
Yeah.
I can't sing. I sing terribly. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a musical. But yeah.
It's a really tricky one, though.
Okay.
I'd love to go on Broadway. I think that'd be amazing. But to be the like star of a feature film, you'd get royalties for the rest of your life, wouldn't you? Every time it's repeated. So I'd want to be in a Christmas film.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Broadway. I think a Broadway show. What about you, Des?
Oh, Broadway for me, definitely. It's because it's all live and it's happening.
Yeah, you get the interaction from the
all edgy, isn't it? Yeah. So I went to see a show once on Broadway, and it was fabulous, you know. Yeah. And it's never left me that feeling, you know, of being there. It's something else. I mean, the West End's great, but Broadway's another level, you know.
Yeah.
It's the way they do it, you know. So
yeah, amazing.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay, my last one, Joe. Box set or movie?
Box set.
Yeah, I'm probably box sets now. Yeah, because you can like just dip in and out, can't you? Yeah. I know you don't really watch telly that much, Des, but would you rather watch like lots of series or a film?
If it's a film, it'd have to be a good one. Films don't really hold me attention or grab me attention quick unless they're good, you know. So a good film, but I couldn't sit there watching one thing after another on the telly. No, that's just not me, you know. But yeah, so good film.
Good film.
Good film. Yeah.
You're very
I like the way you can go back. Sorry, I like the way you can go back. So, like, you know, if you're watching something and you're like, hang on a minute, what happened? You can go back and have a look, can't you?
Yeah. Like I do at most times because I forget what I've been watching.
Yeah. Can't say that at the pictures, can you?
No. Pause while I go to the toilet. Yeah. Go on, Des. Your last one.
I was another one.
Yeah,
okay. Okay. You're in the country, Joe.
Yeah.
Right. And the post office is 2 miles away.
Yeah.
You've got a bike.
Yeah.
Or a motorbike.
Yeah.
What would you take?
I'd have to get on a motorbike because I can't ride a bike.
Would you? Yeah.
I would, definitely. I can't ride a bike. So, motorbike it'd have to be.
Forgot to say the post office, it's all downhill.
Still can't ride a bike.
Yeah, but you've got to get back home, haven't you, uphill?
No, you leave the bike there and pick it up later in the van, you know. So.
I think going downhill on a push bike is amazing. It's one of the best feelings.
Oh, would be great. Well, especially in the country, be cracker, wouldn't it? You know,
brings you just 100% childhood back again, isn't it?
And,
what would you do?
Well, a push bike, motorbikes frighten me, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I've only been on the back of one in Malta once, and not for me. No.
I think it's all right if you're riding it because you're in control, aren't you? But if you're not,
I suppose, yeah. It's.
I've never ridden one.
Motorbike.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. No, it's. No, they frighten me a bit. whereas cars don't. I'm just the opposite in cars, you know.
Yeah.
And fast cars as well, you know, but
Go ahead,
not
Des.
bikes. Yeah. But there you go.
There you go.
So
Brilliant.
there you go.
So massive welcome to Joe from the Neurodiversity Family Support Network. This time last year, the big reveal was on, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, just
I know.
just like now.
Yeah.
And you had to go on and do the work.
I went on did
You had
my
to go on the radio, didn't you?
Poorly, weren't you?
Yeah.
And I knew that the name was changing and wasn't allowed to say anything. And
No.
even afterwards, they were saying, well, tell us the secret. I said, I can't. I said, it's going to be announced. So we want to know why the name changed, because, you know, you've moved on, you're doing some amazing stuff. And then we want to talk about Sunday.
Okay. So the name changed because originally we were Autism in Motion. And what we found was that people, like forever, this had gone on forever since we started, really, in 2016. Sorry, Jeannie. Since 2016, when we first started, we were getting people contacting us saying, you know, my little boy's got ADHD. Is there any way that does what you do, but for kids with ADHD or whatever? And we were like, oh yeah, well, you can come to us. So we sort of felt that we needed to change to make us like inclusive, so that people who were looking for the support could look for the right support, you know, and find what they were looking for. So that's why we changed it. Which is, you know, which was the best thing that we could have done, really, I think, and it has sort of opened a lot more doors for people, you know. So loads of people who probably wouldn't have come to us before are now able to find, you know, what they're looking for. So yeah, that's why.
It's amazing. And I think the family support part of the title, part of the new branding, is really important, because although you're about the child, or, you know, it is about the family support network. So it's the siblings, it's the parents, it's, you know, grandparents, it's, you know, carers. It's absolutely everybody around. And then the families become support networks for each other, don't they?
Yeah, and that's the thing. So we've got at the moment we've got, right, so I can't tell you exactly, but it's more than 14,000 people across our socials. Obviously, we don't get that many people through the door every week, but it's kind of become a network. So if we haven't experienced the issue, you know, or the challenge or whatever that the family who come to us is facing, we've got a network now of people who can help. And if we don't know ourselves, we can reach out to somebody else who can and sort of bring them together. That's the whole point of what we're doing.
And it's so important, isn't it, for, you know, people to feel that they're not alone, and also lived experience advice is so much more than, you know, somebody telling you something, isn't it? You know, you've got a lived experience. So, what sort of things are you doing now? Because I know you've gone from doing a little tiny bit to loads.
Okay, so
what's changed in the last year?
What's changed in the last year? Obviously, the name has changed. A little bit about the way we do things has changed. We've been working with another organisation. I think you know them, Realise. So they've been coming in and doing accredited training for us. But we're actually about to change again. Dun, dun, dun. So at the moment, we're running all of our sessions. Sorry, you've gone for it.
When you come on this show, we get to know all things first.
I know, it's so exciting. So at the moment, we run all our sessions from our centre, which is in Inverzachley, which is, as you know, it's a fabulous space. It's massive, and it's met all of our needs for the last 6 years. It's been perfect. However, again, since we first started, people have been saying to us, oh, can't you do what you do in here? Can't you come to Old Swan? Can't you come to Wavertree? Can't you come to wherever? But because of the needs of our own children, we haven't really been in a position to be able to do that. You know, we've had our own restrictions because of our own children. So fortunately, now they've all grown up a little bit. We're in a little bit of a better position. So from Easter, after Easter, we're going to start doing some more outreach. So we're already going to coffee mornings and parent support across the city in different venues. But we're now going to start going into different areas to deliver the sessions, the social sessions and all of that sort of stuff as well. So, pardon?
With the children, for the children?
Yeah, for the children. So basically, just so that we can meet the needs of more families, really, and more children can access our services. So, you know, it's really important. For Zachary is not the easiest place to, well, not just for Zachary in general, sorry for Zachary, but our centre's not the easiest place to get to, especially if you don't drive. You know, the bus routes, although where it is, it's just off the East Lancashire Road, it's in a great location. To get there by bus, it's not really. So we just sort of felt like that we were leaving a lot of people out. So obviously we're trying to change. And because my youngest daughter, Jesus. My youngest daughter is about to start secondary school in September. And how scary. She's about to start secondary school in September. So we're just feeling like a little bit more like we can move around a little bit, got a little bit more flexibility there, a bit more settled. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So the Palmhouse event, we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah. We're going to have, it's going to go out across the whole of social media as well. We're going to put surveys out everywhere for people to tell us what kinds of activities they want, because obviously we always try to do what the kids want, and where, which is the most important thing. And then we're sort of going to put our heads together a little bit with other local community groups and see what we can do and where and when.
Amazing. Because I mean, for people who don't sort of understand, you know, neurodiversity and stuff, a 30-minute car ride, you know, for somebody to get into the car and then travel across the city, say from Chilwell or, you know, Halewood or somewhere, all the way to Fazakerley. Quite a lot of people can jump in the car and just go, can't they? Yeah. But for a family with somebody who's neurodiverse, that can be a barrier in itself, isn't it? You know, being that long in a car and all the planning that takes to take this child over there. Whereas if it was a community venue 5 minutes around the corner where they'd already been, they already knew it, you know, maybe some of their little friends went there, their anxieties would be so much lower that they would then be able to access that service, wouldn't they?
But also the reverse as well. So it might be a case that the community centre around the corner does all kinds of stuff that they've not been able to access yet because their anxiety is too high. They haven't been able to go in. So they can come to our sessions, which are very relaxed, with the mum or the dad or whoever. And then they're introduced to that whole thing then.
Yeah, like a new place, isn't it? You know, it's a new space, isn't it? New people, new things. And if they do access a calm and more relaxed, you know, session, that will build their confidence and their self-esteem up so that they can then potentially go on to do something else, isn't it?
Definitely.
Joe,
on the door. Hello.
Joe, how many areas are you looking to go to with it?
I don't really know. Right now, again, it's all based on the need. So we have got a couple of places already that have said, please come to us.
Okay. And that would be on the same day of the week, every week, would it all?
Potentially, or it might be, some sessions might be on a monthly basis or a fortnightly basis, because obviously there's only so many days in the week and so many hours in the day.
So many people, isn't there?
And at the moment we're doing north to preschool, 0 to 5, 0 to 4, 4 to 11, 11 to 15, 16 to 25. They're the sessions that we're doing at the moment. So, and we do 2 primary sessions each week. So it's like there's a lot going on for us to be able to fit everything in. We just in every area kind of thing. There's have to be about 25 of us running the sessions, which there isn't. There's 3, so.
Yeah, I know. And you'll do what you can anyway, won't you?
Yeah, we'll do what we can, and sort of, like I say, some things might be on weekly, some things might be on fortnightly, some things might be on monthly. It just sort of depends on what we can fit in and where.
Yeah, it's also it might encourage it might encourage some other volunteers in different areas who can support.
Yeah, definitely, and that's something we're always interested in, and something we've always sort of wanted to do. Go in, show people how we do what we do, and sort of give them the model, and then they could take it over. We try to be very user-led. Is that the word?
Yeah. Brilliant. Keto Martinez is listening, which I think is Kate? I think it's Kate Martinez, who was a previous
from the farmhouse.
So she's been a previous guest of ours, and she came on and told us all about the farmhouse and everything, and that leads in quite nicely. Oh, Melanie Bratufins. Mel, yeah. The most inclusive place ever. Every time we're able to pop in with the boys, it feels like home.
Oh, thanks, Mel.
I love that. So came from the Palmhouse, which leads us quite nicely into the Palmhouse event. So how did the Palmhouse event start? And then
do you want the backstory? Because you have to have a bit of the backstory.
Some people who don't know it, you see.
Okay, so the Palmhouse is obviously the most fantastic and beautiful building that you're ever going to see, and we're lucky to have it in our city. And then, so one day I was on a course, like a volunteer workshop, I think it was in LCVS in town, and I go to the toilets, and there was this gorgeous little woman there, and we started gabbing, and it was Kate from the Palmhouse, and we just hit it off, became besties from then, and she hasn't been able to get rid of me since. And we went in and did some training. We've gone in and done some training a few times in the Palmhouse for their volunteers. And it just sort of built from there. And Kate was so kind as to offer us the venue as part of their community service, like this, their service for the community.
Raising awareness and education.
So we've been doing it now, I think, about 6 years, but Kate will correct me. Probably feels like much longer. Probably feels like 60 that she's had to put up with me.
Kate says, don't say we met in the toilet.
Why? We did. So we met in the toilet, as all great. I think that's brilliant. All friendships start in the toilets, don't they? Anyway, so Kate sort of guided us. We did have a couple of events before we did the Palmhouse, but really, this has become bigger and better than we ever sort of thought it might. So we bring together as many services, support services, activity providers, providing this sort of thing for both children and adults with neurodiverse conditions from right across the city. So not just Liverpool based, also Knowsley and Sefton as well. Bring them all together for a fantastic day where they come, they share all their information. Some people will come and give demonstrations of the services and provide little things. And then parents, carers, professionals, the kids themselves, the adults themselves can come in and go around and actually speak to people and the people who are delivering the service and find out if that's the one for them, and it's not a case of a 12-month wait, as these things often are. It's there and then, and so Kate and her team have just really guided us can't sing her praises enough. They've really guided us and helped us to sort of develop our idea. And Hannah, my daughter, she basically like runs this whole thing, and we just turn up on the day. So when they said before about organising an event, yeah, because I don't have to actually do it. She does it. Yeah.
So young Hannah has worked in the the centre for a long time, or with autism.
14.
So
since we started.
She's been a real key piece, hasn't she? In the puzzle of it all, because she's a young person. She's neurodiverse herself. Is amazing with the young people, has got that empathy with them because she's been a 14-year-old, and understood, how they are. But has gone on to really grow. So in I would say in the last 4-ish years, maybe, she's grown from being a young person to a young adult. She's sort of taken that, I think, the centre has really brought her out, hasn't it, of her shell. Definitely. And given her the confidence of, she's had some
first. I'll tell you what, she's a good little networker.
Yeah, she is.
There was the place I met you in town that night a couple of years ago, remember?
Was it the Pins Club?
Yeah, it was, in the Pins and Duke place. Yeah.
Not in the toilet, though.
Nearly.
And Hannah was rated that night.
That was at the bar, wasn't it?
I've got to ask you, is your dog snoring?
Yeah. Listen to
I thought about there, something snoring.
Oh, Tess, she's terrible. She's worse than me.
She's gorgeous.
These mics are great. You pick everything up. Yeah.
Teeny baby's gorgeous. So I just want you to like share sort of Hannah's story. There's lots of young people who, ages of 13, 14, teenager, they've got puberty, hormones, all sorts of things. Anxiety's through the roof because of what they've been through with COVID, maybe not accessing school as much as, if there has been, they've had a really tricky time. And I think you look at Hannah from then to where she is now, it's just massive growth. And I think it's, for young people, she's a really positive role model, isn't she?
Yeah, and I also think for the parents as well, she's quite inspirational, and it gives hope. Gives hope to others. So I think she was 14-ish. So she was cracking in primary. She was brilliant in primary and didn't really struggle. In hindsight, you see it sort of thing, but in primary she was flying. But like I say, there was a few little things, and then secondary school, she moved over to secondary school, and I would say maybe year 7, year 8, things started to the cracks started to show. Year 9 was awful for her. Year 10 was even worse. Her attendance wasn't great. Her anxiety was through the roof. Lots of emotional-based school avoidance, that's the word now. But basically, she couldn't attend because of her anxiety. Really struggled. Ended up being seen for school, were quite reluctant to sort of do it, but got seen by an educational psychologist who pointed out a lot of the challenges that she was facing in the classroom, and she ended up coming out of school early because of all of her anxieties and everything, and tried a few different settings college-wise, didn't really fit for one reason or another, mainly to do with her anxiety, really. It was around, I think she's about 15 when they sort of said about, she's got auditory processing disorder, and then they sort of mentioned ADHD, went on the pathway, and then 8 years later, she got diagnosed. Which is ridiculous, but hey ho. Sorry, so I'm lost a little bit. So she got a little job working at Mackey's. All that time she was volunteering for us, coming in, during the school session, the after school sessions, the holiday sessions. Basically, we wouldn't have been able to do what we were doing without her. You know, she was brilliant with the kids, amazing with the parents. Everybody loved her. So she was doing yoga to help herself. So like she was struggling with sleep and an ADHD. You know, part of an ADHD and stuff like that. She was doing yoga for that. During lockdown, smashed all of the yoga courses and got all of the qualifications and stuff. Did animal yoga? Not animal yoga. What was it? Animal flow.
Yeah, with me.
Animal flow with you, didn't she as well? Which was really good. And then after lockdown, she sort of decided. Well, she was already doing it. She was already doing it with the little ones, like just like on a voluntary basis kind of thing, helping to like help them and stuff. And then she set up herself as a yoga teacher. And just done really, really well.
And she does sensory yoga, doesn't she? You know, yoga for.
She's not running it at the moment. She's not running. No, she's not running it at the moment. So we just didn't have time. We had to drop that one for just like the time being. But we will bring it back. We'll bring it back. Like, yeah, you know how life is. Sometimes things get in the way, don't they? But yeah, so she's like a massive part of our organisation. She just brings things from a different perspective. She's got a great attention to detail, which, you know, they talk about the superpower thing and all of that. She's got like such a fantastic attention to detail and has colour-coded spreadsheets and stuff like that so she knows exactly where everything is, and you can just say to her, "Where's this?" and she'll tell you exactly where it is. But don't put a cup down because she'll tidy it away before you finish drinking your tea. Yeah, she's just boss. So she's just smashing life.
She's flying, isn't she? She's just doing really well, and it's just lovely to see somebody who, you know, did have that anxiety, was, you know, having her struggles, and you know, she'll openly speak to everybody about it, which is lovely. And she's now, you know, a young, successful woman, which is, and it just proves that you can, you know, a bit like you were saying with Dan before, you know, doing his driving lessons, going to college, with the right support in place and the right backing, and, you know, the guidance and the belief in them. You know, they can go on to achieve, you know, anyone can go on to achieve absolutely anything. They've just got to do it, find their little way, isn't it? You know, and
she's gone from being the head of the youth board. So we have a youth board. So the kids, well, young people, I shouldn't say kids really, should I, these days? The young people, we consult with them about the type of things that they would like us to do. So if, you know, it's coming up to Christmas, what kind of things do you want to do for Christmas? These are the options that we've got. Let's hear what you think. And so Hannah used to sort of be like the voice of the children and the voice of the young people. She's now a director, so she's now on the same level as all of us. You know, so around the table, it ensures that on a managerial level, you know, on an organisation, you would run the organisation, the kids have got that voice. Yeah. And it's through Hannah, you know, she makes sure that they're heard.
Yeah, amazing. So Kate says, Jo and her team are incredible, and it's our pleasure to host their much needed event every year. John Howie says, was that at my event? Did you meet each other? It must have been before in Pins. Must have been.
Yeah, it was John.
It was John. Yeah. Well, obviously we knew each other anyway. We met again at Pins at the bar.
Yeah.
So there you go.
More like toilets.
That's right. Yeah.
It says Hannah is a shining star, which is lovely.
Hannah is a shining star.
Which is lovely. I love that. That's gorgeous. Yeah. So tell us how people can access Calm in the Palm on Sunday and what they need to do to get there.
Okay, so Calm in the Palm, it's a free event at the Palm House in Sefton Park. As far as I know, everybody knows where Sefton Park is. I don't think there's anybody who doesn't know what the Palm House looks like, because it's just beautiful and it's everywhere. You just come along, however you choose to get there, on the train, on the plane, in the car, helicopter, and you just come, and it's lovely, and it's a lovely day. we've been, like I said, we've been doing it for years. There's a gorgeous little coffee shop in there, and they sell the most beautiful coffee and gorgeous cakes. Come, have a look around, take some photos, meet people, all families just like yourselves, or people just like you.
Yeah, it's not just neurodiverse families, is it? Jeannie's
Sorry.
It's not just for neurodiverse families, it's also for anybody who wants to access anything. You know, at the moment, I would say most people know somebody or knows somebody who is neurodiverse. So if you can go along and get some information, get some knowledge, get some understanding that you can help somebody else, you know, whether you're helping a friend who's got a young person or whether you're helping a family member. The community is fabulous, isn't it? You know, because everybody's there to support one another. So,
and it's not just for children.
No,
there's people there for adults as well.
Yeah.
No, it's just, you know, as many people.
It's the families as well, Joe, isn't he? Touched on that before. I was with Hayley. You know Hayley Smallman from Woodlands Hospice?
Yeah.
I don't, but yeah.
But I was with her last Sunday, and she was saying that it's more for the families than the people in the hospice, you know?
Yeah. My friend works there, Paula.
Yeah. Because it's...
You'll know Hayley, Joe.
Yeah. They can get a bit lost sometimes, the families and all this, can't they, you know?
Yeah.
And it's great to know they can pick the phone up to you and stuff like that, you know?
Definitely. And it's not just the kids. It's not just the kids with the condition, for the want of a better word, that come to our sessions. It's the siblings as well. So often the siblings get more from it, really, to be honest. They make friends with other siblings as well, and they see their sister or brother isn't the only one.
Yeah.
So they're not on their own, because often they can feel a bit different to the other kids in school, and they can't have sleepovers sometimes, or they can't have mates home from school, that sort of thing. You know, that's how it was for my kids. Dan and Scarlett didn't like other people coming to our house, really.
Yeah.
So I think for Hannah and Andrew, when they were growing up, that was probably quite difficult.
Yeah, and it's just knowing that there's other people and how they deal with certain things, and you know, the little friends can have a little chat, and then hopefully, you know, what you want from it is that the two families do become friends, and then are able to go to a park, or are able to go to a cafe, or go to a party, or go to pictures, and do everything that everybody else does. But it's like safety in numbers, because they feel supported with whoever they're with, don't they? And
or just the fact that they're empowered by the training and stuff that we offer. So we do bigger accredited courses. Like I say, I said to you earlier, we don't deliver those ourselves. We bring in another company that do that. That's the sort of help towards maybe if you wanted to go back to work, because lots of our parents give up careers because they have to work around the needs of their children. So sometimes loads of them end up going and working in schools, like as TAs or one-to-one support, that kind of thing. And the siblings as well, because who else knows more about, who knows how to work better than the brother or sister? So we do those courses, but then we also do little workshops. So we had Jude Seaward in from Simply Misunderstood. So Jude is a behavioural specialist, and she's like, what she doesn't know about PDA, you could write on the back of a stamp kind of thing. So we have things like that going on as well, and it just helps them, with their own knowledge and build confidence, because as a parent, we are the expert in our own children and how their condition affects them, because obviously it affects all of the children very differently, despite them having the same diagnosis.
Yeah, of course, and that's why it's a spectrum, isn't it? There'll be certain people who are listening who possibly, don't know a lot about it, or maybe haven't encountered as much. But
the Palm House, I will tell you.
Exactly. Go to the Palm House on Sunday, and all the tea and coffee and cake and everything, that's all the money goes back into the farmhouse. So that's a fundraiser for the farmhouse. It's an absolutely fabulous building. We are, you said we are really, really lucky to have these sort of buildings in our city. So we do need to support them. And the coffee is incredible.
It's very, very nice. And the cake.
What time does it start, Joe?
It's on from 12 till 3.
12 till 3, yeah.
12 till 3. However, there is a tiny issue that has cropped up.
It's the Liverpool half marathon.
It is. That happened 2 years ago as well.
Yeah, that's this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. So I don't think it will affect the people coming. It's just
it might encourage more people to come, because the runners do run through the park. So if they've run through the park,
and 2 years ago we were trying to get in to set up, and we couldn't because they shut the road that comes down past the farmhouse.
What time does that start, the marathon?
It's about 9 in the morning, but there'll be spectators. So spectators will go. You stand in the park, you see your person run past, and then you go to the farmhouse, have a cup of coffee, calm in the palm. So it might be actually beneficial. You might get more people who
get a cup of tea, and then Joe will phone you the taxi.
Yes.
Yes, come pick these up.
Oh, that was all.
So we've had he does taxis and stuff, doesn't he, as well?
Yeah, John's going. Yeah. So I did share on our socials about the information about the farmhouse, but I will share it again for everybody to come along. It is a beautiful event, full of lovely people, and I always find it amazing that there's so much in our city. People say, "Oh, there isn't anything." There's loads going on out there. We just need to go and find it. And what a great way! What a great way to go to one place and find all of those services under one roof. So you're not being signposted here, there, and everywhere, are you? You're finding all your information. And a lot of people, they're like, "Oh, well, I've got a young person who's maybe 15. What's going to happen?" And then, there's the adult support there as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Which is amazing, because when I'd put something out, and Shauna, so Down syndrome
Liverpool.
Down syndrome Liverpool, so they've been on the show, and she messaged me. She said Shauna can't be there because she's doing some she's training, isn't she, for the swimming, but Down syndrome Liverpool will be there, so I'll be popping over to say hello to them, because they're fabulous as well, aren't they? What they do.
They are.
Oh, well, get yourself down to the farmhouse, and if it's a beautiful day, there's no better venue, is there? It is absolutely stunning.
It's great for the families as well. I think you can't stress that enough. Families who want more information on what helps out there.
100%.
And it's all there on Sunday between 12 and 3 at Sefton Park Farmhouse.
Oh, that was in his pure radio voice, that well, isn't it?
It was, wasn't it? Very professional.
Very good. Brilliant. Okay. I will share all of the information again. And if they can't make it to the farmhouse, Joe, and they want to just maybe contact the Neurodiversity Family Support Network, how do they go about that?
So we have got a beautiful website, www.neurodiversityfamilysupport.org.uk.
I will share that.
Or we have Facebook.
Any other way?
Or Instagram.
Yeah. Facebook, Instagram, all the social media it's on, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we've got a TikTok as well, but for the young ones.
I think it's under 15.
You know what? Someone said to me last week, "I seen you on TikTok." I said, "Mate, I don't even know what that is." Because you were on TikTok. And it was Hayley from Woodlands Hospice. She took a photo and must have shared it on their socials,
Oh, fab.
So I was dead surprised. You
Yeah,
turn up everywhere, don't you, on them?
Yeah, I'm not very good on that.
I'm not very good with all that. No. How did I talk after that?
Yeah. Kate says, Jo is inspirational. She is the best support anyone could wish for.
I'll give Kate a tenner later.
Gorgeous. Okay, red face moment, something slightly embarrassing that's happened. People can laugh along with, not at you. you got a red face, Des?
So I would think that before. I did try to get in the wrong car last Sunday. It's not so much a red face, but it was for me because it was, my car's only a Ford Escort, and it was a white car, the same color but totally different car. It was like a what's the name of state? The what is it? What's the one we used to have?
Volvo.
The Volvo. It was like a Volvo estate, yeah. Totally different car, and I'm pulling the handle, but no one clocked me.
Well, you're all right.
Yeah.
Our gorgeous Anna Sexton, award-winning Anna Sexton, previous guest, says evening goal, and I think Anna will probably be at the Palmhouse as well. She'll pop in.
Lovely to see you, Anna.
Yeah. I haven't got a red face, I don't think. No, I think I'm okay. What about you, Joe?
Well, I was having a little think about that, and then somebody on my Facebook reminded me of one that I did not that long ago, where, do you know those fancy bush things that they have in pots outside shops and that? And I bumped into one, and I said sorry. And then I went, just said sorry to a bush, but spoke to the bush. And I have red face moments pretty much every day because I forget what I'm saying. I say the wrong words.
Yo, how long does the dog sleep for? Is that him now till tomorrow morning?
No, she's awake now. No.
Is she?
She's awake now and chasing Daniel for a custard cream, I think.
Oh, right.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's supposed to smoke the biscuit.
No, but she's a Frenchie and they do make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're quite noisy. But no, she's just sleeps all night, but probably about 9 o'clock.
Oh,
yeah.
Shout out to the grown-ups. Any grown-ups who've done amazing things this week. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So I'm going to give a shout out to Wendy, the dance teacher, who Des.
Oh, Wendy Sale, yes, great one.
I don't remember her surname. Yeah. So last night, Rach Walker sends me a message last week. Do you want to go to Jen's Fitness? So I was like, Jen, who? She went, no, Jazz Fitness. I was like, oh, I don't even know what. So Rach and I went last night, to Wendy Sale's dance school, and we did an adult dance class.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And the money that she's raising from the dance class, she is paying towards her son. So his son is, let me get it right. Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, he's brilliant,
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit like that, but it's called something else. And they do these like big obstacle things. And he's going over to, I'm going to say Sweden, to compete for Great Britain.
That's right. Yeah.
I know.
And so he's phenomenal, this kid.
15, 16, but it's all self-funded. So she's put this dance class on, and then as a fundraiser to be able to pay towards his to fund him going. So if anybody's got any little fundraising ideas or wants to hold a little fundraiser for him, I think it's a cool thing to so I'm going to see if he'll come on the show. I'm going to see if I can get.
It's fantastic, there's clips of him doing it, and his younger brother's a great footballer.
Yeah, he's only 6, isn't he? And he's a great footballer, but he also does I can't think what she calls it.
I can't. It's
But I'll find all the information and share it. And if anybody, she's going to set like a GoFundMe up and things like that. But I just think if anybody wanted to do a little fundraiser or something, it'd be quite a cool thing to get involved, to see a young person go off and do. But I'm going to see if he'll come on our show. I don't know how chatty he is, but she might come on with him because I think it's a cool thing, isn't it?
That'd be good.
Yeah,
the world champion. It's ace, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's my shout out is to Wendy, the dance teacher, and all the other mums and people who attended the dance class. And my legs are fine today.
Well, it's on you.
Not an aching sight. So there you go. What about you, Des? Who are you giving a shout out to?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to one of your former guests, Anthony Russell.
Yeah.
He launches his next album next month.
Yeah.
I think it's at is it Hangar 39?
Hangar 34 or something, isn't it? Yeah.
It's something like that anyway. In Hangar something anyway. in town. I'll be there anyway, wherever it is and whatever
I did
it's called.
share his new launch on. So yeah, people can go and have a look at that. Well done, Anthony. Yeah.
So well done, Anthony. He's doing great, you know.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
He's doing really
well. What about you, Joe?
Well, I was just going to do a shout out for all our gorgeous mums and dads who come and support us. But shout out to them because they're fabulous. But just on while you said that, it's just come to me that there's a lovely lady who came and met us a couple of weeks ago, and her grandson has got autism, and herself and her daughter have organised a fundraiser for us, and it's a 5k walk or a 10k run.
When?
Get a sponsor on the 13th of April, running from the girls' gym. I need to get you the name, right, because my memory is messed up. So I can't remember the name of the gym. Trying terribly to remember it, I can't remember
it. All right. You can message me when you get it, and we'll give them a shout out. So they can come on.
So I couldn't look on my phone. So, running from the gym, which is on Long Lane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, by Taskers that way.
Yeah.
Walking, because I'm not doing the run. Walking from the gym on Long Lane. So we're going to walk with all the kids.
How good is that?
Round Walton Park and then back again, and that's 5k. And then there's also going to be a 10k run. So it's sponsored, yeah. So I'll send you all the details. So if anybody wants to sponsor us, we're going to set up a page. Like a GoFundMe or just give them page for it. So on the 13th of April.
Hey, that's a good episode, that, isn't it? You'd rather do a 10k run or a 5k run.
Yeah, well, when I heard about it, I thought, oh, Helen would have a go at that.
Oh, I really would, but I'm not here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a virtual. So whatever time you do it, we're going away in Nottingham, but I'm going to get the family to do a 5k walk.
I don't know when the run is. I don't know when the run is. I don't know if it's on the same day, but definitely the walk. We're doing the walk with the kids.
If I'm home for the run, I'll do it. If not, I'm going to do it virtually from wherever I am.
There you go.
Yeah, because that'll be ASAP. But I'm going to do the virtual walk anyway. We'll get all the dogs out and we'll do the virtual walk and we'll do a little vlog.
I'm not taking Jeannie though because she's an off.
Oh, is she? Poppy will do it. Poppy will be well up for that.
Poppy
anyway, our time has whizzed by. Massive thank you to Joe for coming on, and a massive thank you for Des for jumping in at the last minute. Thank you very much. Good luck, Joe, on Sunday. I know you won't need it because everybody will be there and it'll be a fabulous event. Closing quote, mantra that you live by, or that the Neurodiversity Hub. That's the dog under the desk roof. So yeah, give us a closing quote mantra.
I don't know. We've got so many. I'm rubbish. So for us, it's all about celebrating the small things, celebrating the wins.
Yep.
That's it.
There you go. Celebrate the wins. I love that.
Celebrate the wins, all of them.
Celebrate the wins, all of them. Every single thing, yeah.
Every single win.
Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you all next week.
Good. Nice to see you again, Joe. Yeah.
See you next week. Ciao.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.